Welcome to Creatively Exposed, a conversation for creatives, introverts, sapiosexuals, and all of the people entertained and who love us. I am Liz Flo, the podcast host, poet, writer, and overall Afro-Caribbean Latina creative. I know that is a mouthful, but welcome to the show. Welcome to Creatively Exposed in 2020. I'm happy to be back. And I am amazed at saying that since it's been a very weird week. It's been a heavy week. It's been a tough week. But as soon as the year started, I have encountered just better energy, more hope, more like, let's get our dreams done vibes. And I've had really cool conversations where people are like, these are my goals. I am going, these are the things that I want, and I am going to make this happen. And so I am really excited. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of everything this year, a lot of transformational energy. And sometimes transformation is beautiful. Sometimes it is really, really hard. So I'm looking forward. Thank you to everyone who has been listening to my previous episodes. I officially hit 1,000 before the year was over. Listens, downloads, etc. And look at that. Little old me with somebody's listening. So here I am. I am here again. Updates. So my book saga situation. If you don't know, I've been working on getting my second book self-published, and with lots of grief and determination, I have been able to put my ebook on pre-order. I'm working on getting my print book formatted so I can also put that in pre-order, and I have one more format that I really, 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 really want to work on. But it takes some learning and some creative growth and emotional expression that I have not reached yet. So, to be continued. My first book is actually on sale, and these are collections of poetry. The first one, which is Liz Flo Reflects, is about 16 pages long, and it's self-love, women's empowerment, discussions on microaggressions, all in spoken word form. And the second one is called Soliloquy of an Ice Queen. If you want to check out my really cool cover / book trailer, you can check it out at S as in Sam, IQ book on Instagram. And we're figuring out some things. It's been a heavy week for my family and I, because there's been it's called a swarm of earthquakes, and you might be hearing my neighbor. There's been a swarm of earthquakes going on since December 28th in Puerto Rico. And I'm recording this the 12th of January, which is the 10-year anniversary of Haiti having their horrid earthquake 10 years ago. And I just find the irony of it all. But, we are here. Unfortunately, these swarms are in the areas that I grew up in, that my mother grew up in, and so forth. So it's been really hard. I'm saying I'm a lot. It has been really difficult to see all of the memories being crumbled into smaller pieces. And it's hard to see. It's hard to see. And they keep coming, which I think is the scariest part. It's not like one big earthquake does its damage for however long and that's it. It just keeps going. But like my family, I think it has helped me a lot, has said to, pray, have hope, even though I'm still figuring out what hope looks like for me. So for the new year, let's get a little bit out of that energy, right? Wow, these people are so loud. I have a couple of things and changes that I'll probably be going through. I don't know 100% yet if it feels right, but I will be returning to school, which I find terrifying, but here we are. Discomfort is the name of the game for 2020, at least for me. It's a year of, I work hard, I dream hard. What is it? What'd she say? I don't know. Insert Beyonce lyric. I grind hard till I get it. So, there's going to be school. There's the book that I'm working on publishing. It does need final form, like revisions. And we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be doing weekly episodes for a little while. Maybe this season will be of, bi-monthly episodes. I have a whole bunch of interviews that I have done that were super exciting to do. I just need to be as excited to edit them and get them popping with really excellent, exciting, and interesting guests. So that is what I'm looking forward to for this season. And I have a subject, a conversation in my heart about basically our dreams. It's been a discussion that I've had with my therapist, and it might be a multi-part kind of situation, maybe solo conversation, and then a conversation with a friend, and then a chakra episode. So stay tuned for that. And I'm really happy to be back. It's refreshing. I feel like 2019 shaped me into a being I didn't know I could tap into. And so I'm tapping, man. And although things are feeling so bleak with like the state of the world, it was like my friend and I were talking about, she said, well, we still have to find our own kind of happy and what that means for us. And we are our own revolution, My talk-space therapist was kind of like, how can we kind of make our little piece of earth better? And how does that help others? And so, in me finding peace and working towards joy and dreams and some things that don't feel tangible, but just going at it anyway, I think helps the people around me, because to feel like I am more in my purpose and more aligned, I think I vibrate higher and I can share that vibration with others. And so if you've been struggling this week, there's like all these astrological reasons, and Capricorn is out here showing out and all of these things. And it's really a get it or get out of the way. But let us not get out of the way of our own journeys. Be it through whatever, fear, lack of boundaries. Time's gonna pass. Why not do it anyway and see where you go? That's kind of how I feel about school. I haven't been in school for years, and the subject matter might be a little more complex or might not, who knows? But what's the worst thing that can happen? And what's the best thing that can happen? I think, at least for me, I tend to think, oh, like the school thing, this is not gonna work, or I'm gonna fail or whatever. But it's like, what if you pass? What if you ace this thing? What if you realize that this is like the dopest thing you ever took? It's laughable, but I don't know yet. So why not look at that side versus, instant doom and, apocalypse of self. Stay tuned for the next conversation that I I have it on my heart. And you will see that in itself is a pun. But I have it in my heart to discuss that. I haven't really been able to feel the desire to write down like all these goals and all these things and whatever, but I know what it feels like. What are your goals for 2020? What are your goals for the decade? How does it feel to you? Does your body know what your goals are? And how are you feeding yourself in all ways, right? Emotionally, physically, etc. To be able to be present in your goals and intentional. I think there's a less flailing in the dark to do whatever, and more intentionally going into alignment. Because things hit different when you're in alignment. So tune in, pay attention to that. And let's see about next week. I really, really want to do this episode. I've actually wanted to do it since I had my discussion with my therapist. So keep an eye out. This is the initial jumping back and catching the rhythm of these episodes and jumping back into the season. And stay tuned. Thank you, as always, for listening, for being here, and don't forget that you are magic.